doing? We are here again. Welcome, welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever is your time, guys. You are highly welcome on this live stream. You are highly welcome. Please remember to keep your comments respectful so that you don't get retracted. Hello, beautiful people. How you all doing? Come in, guys. According to my people, they'll say, come in, I see the hot. Come in, I see the hot. Come in. Let's continue to analyze, guys. A lot of things has been unfolding, and we will continue to analyze because this is a trending news. This is something that is trending, and a lot of people have been dropping their opinions and views. And this is the reason why we are still talking about it. Because Cherry, how you doing? Sherlyn, how you doing? Good morning. Still on the trending news. Ooh, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good to see everybody. It's good evening on this part of the world. It's almost 9 o'clock in the evening. Monday evening. Hello, beautiful people. How you all doing? Like you can see, the title of this particular live is that the ex-husband of Cora Obidi has been dropping some posts, and few hours ago, he said, who is ready to listen to my story? He said, enough. It's enough of all these lies and harassment. So that is where we're going to take it from, guys. Please, as you join, thumbs up this live. Thumbs up this live. How's everybody doing? Good to see you all. Please come in. You all know what has been trending and what has been happening. Somebody said, why can't you stop talking about this? And I said, we can't stop talking about it because each time we want to stop talking about, drop the mic. Yeah. Each time we want to stop talking about it, we keep seeing things that are not adding up. And that is why a lot of people have been thinking, why is this thing not adding up? Why are people not believing this story or this attack? Why is it that people are not believing it? And a lot of people have seen that so many things are not adding up. And this is why a lot of people are doubting the whole thing that happened. Now, we'll be taking it one by one. Especially at this point where the ex has decided to say, look, enough of all these lies, enough of all this harassment. I think it is high time I speak my truth and I tell my own side of the story. Remember, even when he is not talking, he is being accused. So, if he talks or he doesn't talk, it doesn't make any difference, because the people that will still criticize him, they will still be criticizing him even when he didn't say anything. He has decided to be quiet. People still criticize him. So to me, I will say, bring it on. There's nothing left anymore. There's nothing that is left. They are already separated. So if you have something that you are still holding on to, that you want to talk about, then it's better you drop it. Drop the mic. Just like Toya said. Latoya, drop the mic. Yes. Because The damage has been done. So there's nothing to keep anymore. Guys, a lot has been happening. Each time you try to add 1 plus 1, it's not adding up. It's not giving 2. And you know the funniest thing about this whole scenario is that each time she says something, she keeps contradicting herself. Because you know one thing, like somebody said, if you want to lie, make sure you are very, very you are keeping accountability. Make sure you are remembering all the things you said before so that you don't contradict them. So let's start unfolding some of this stuff. And I also saw somebody who gave 10 points why these things are not adding up. And we are going to take them one after the other. But first, the princess said, I quote, she said, "Why are you guys showing me so much love? When is this gonna end? This love is massive. I think I will go back to the UK so that maybe this thing will happen to me again because the love is massive. It's massive, baby. The love is massive. People are showing her more love and she's excited. And she continued to spill and spilled more things that is not adding up. Take, for example, so she said, after the meet and greet, one of her fans tried to buy her. But remember, before this incident happened, or after the incident, she came out to make a video where she said, remember when the whole thing was happening, she was saying, like I said, my queen, I'm sorry. What have I done to you? I'm sorry, my queen. I'm sorry, my queen. Remember, she always called her people queen, and then she called the opposite goats. So, for her to be calling that particular person my queen, during the incident, it shows that maybe she had a knowledge of that person. And after the incident, she came out to make a video where she said, let's listen to this first. She said,
I still met London. It was my lover. I love London. I love you, London. And yes, every city has their crime. Mine just happened to be a live video. I am so grateful to all of you. Thank you so much. The outpour of love is beyond my wildest imagination. I cannot understand. I can't comprehend. I don't get,
So, at the beginning of this particular
some of them tried to kill me. I still met It was my lover.
It was my lover.
I love you, London. And yes, every city has their crime.
She said, it was my lover. Who are her lovers? Who are her lovers? Her Koreans. She said, after the meet and greet, one of my lovers tried to buy me.
I'm so grateful. Yinka Shinola, thank you for 3,000 stars.
She said, after the meet and greet, one of my lovers tried to buy me. How did she know that it was one of her lovers? And on the other side, her sister was saying, this is a black lady, somebody from East Africa. How did she know that the person was from East Africa? Because she was not on site. She was not on site. So she was not on site. That lady barely speak louder for people to really know where she came from. But the sister was saying this person is from East Africa, from Kenya, from somewhere, Uganda, somewhere, you know, accusing a whole country without actually having your proof. And after she had finished saying that, her sister came up to say, it was one of my lovers. One of my. She didn't say it was JD's fan. She didn't say that. She said it was one of my lovers. This is what she said. So that is one of it. Guys, why is it not why is it stuck? Why am I still not seeing comments? Guys, send some likes, send some like this live stream, send some love, guys. I am not seeing your comments, guys. Please, if you are here, send some likes, send some likes. Show some like, guys. I'm not seeing your comments. So you can see at that stage, thank you, guys. You can see at that stage, the whole thing is contradictory. The sister said this person was from East Africa, and the victim says it was one of my Koreans, one of my people. That's a contradiction. Then another one, the sister said she left before time. She left before the day she was supposed to leave. But in her sister's video, she did before. Her sister already mentioned in her video that she will be leaving on Friday, that her new song is out, that she will be on the plane. So people should go and watch her new song or stream her new song. But she did mention on her live video that she will be leaving on Friday. So why is the sister now saying that, oh, she left before the day she was supposed to leave because of this thing that happened? That is lie number 2. Then, during this incident, even after the cops have said that the substance or whatever they poured on her face was not an acid, up till now, as I'm talking to you guys now, she is still saying that it was an acid that was poured on her face. Have you, like I said, have you ever seen where an acid pour on somebody's face before? Like this, my face here. If an acid pour on it, it will not be the same. No matter what, it can never be the same. But her face, to God be the glory, we thank God, is still looking good. So that is congratulations. And a lot of people were asking, how did you know the name of that acid? Why didn't you take the photo? Because you were able to take the photo of the knife. There was the photo of the knife, just one small knife there. How come you didn't take the photo of the container of that substance that you are calling? Because you are always on live and always with your 4 phones, one on YouTube, one on TikTok, one on Instagram. She's always having about 4 phones, she said. So why didn't she take a photo of that? There was no place where she took a photo of it. But she did tell us the name of the acid. Then another thing is, she said on after, this is after effect, when she, after everything happened, she said she is so grateful to God that even though they took her Apple wristwatch away from her and her phone was broken, at least she's grateful to God. Then this also contradicts what happened, because on the day of this particular incident, people that looked at the clothes and the way why she was coming down from the stairs, before she said, "Oh my God, you scared me," she wasn't putting any Apple wristwatch on. There was no Apple wristwatch on her hands. And before now, she did a video where she's talked about that Apple wristwatch. Go and watch her live videos. You will get all the answers to what people are saying, that this thing didn't really happen, because of all the evidences people are finding in her past videos. Now, she said her phone was broken. Remember, in her last video, or before she traveled, where she was cooking, Athena, her baby, was playing, I think, with her phone, and the phone fell down. And she screamed. She said, "Oh my God, my phone is broken." Go and watch her live videos. You will see all those things. So how come now she's saying that it was during the incident that her phone was broken and they stole her Apple wristwatch, which was not true? Again, she showed, like I said in my last video the other day, she showed her leg. When the ambulance guys were there, she never showed her leg. That leg, in her previous video, like I said again, she showed where her bed almost hurt her. And she said, "Oh my God, this bed almost cut my leg." And she was looking in the direction of her left leg. And today, it is the same left leg that she said was caused during the attack. Remember, she was wearing a high boot. So if there was any cut on her leg, then they need to look at the high boot she was wearing. Because before if you are wearing a high boot, if you are wearing a high boot, then that knife will have to pierce through the boot. It will have to pierce through the sole of the boot, the leather, and touch your skin. Right? If you are disagreeing with all these points, it's kind of interactive. You can drop your thoughts too. If you were wearing a high boot and you are telling us that what you are showing us now was caused by the incident, then you have to prove it. Remember, like on this particular video, this particular
scar from a stab.
On this particular video, let me see. Oh, sheesh. This bed almost cut my leg in half. How? That was something that happened.
This scar from a stab.
That didn't happen on that particular incident. Because she said, hush, this bed almost cut my leg. And she was looking in the same direction of her left side. And now she said it was caused during the incident. This is some of the reasons why a lot of people are saying that all these things are not adding up. All these things are not adding up. She does even give an update what the police have said. So strange. Need your well, we are just a lot of people analyzing based on what they can see. So now there's another information I saw. Let me go. I saw that I saw they said they have put up a link where if you feel you have something to say, you can put it up and tell them what you know. So let's look at this. Somebody wrote, somebody said they got some points, and the person said, let's see what the person said. Oh, okay, I've talked about it. Somebody said you can clearly see that she was not wearing an Apple Watch, that now she claims was destroyed in the attack. So a lot of people are saying that on that day, boring. What's boring? If it's boring, you can move to somewhere else. I don't understand. What you mean is boring? If it's boring, there's so many places you can go and find interesting topic. I didn't invite you guys, so please, if it's boring, you can move further. People that want to listen to it will listen, okay? Because this is what always happens. Each time somebody wants to say something, they come. They don't want to hear your one. But the moment she is saying something, everybody is clapping. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. When you see things and things are not adding up, you have the right to speak. So long as you are speaking with evidence, you have the points. All these things I'm talking about in her past videos, the evidences are there. Where she was cooking and her phone fell down. And she said, oh, her screen is broken. It's there on her life. Everything that people are saying, these things are not adding up. They are getting the answers based on her past videos. Because you know all the time, everything she's doing is on live. So people are able to deduce that this particular thing she's saying, this was not what she was saying on this life. And this is the reason why a lot of people are saying these things are not adding up. Oh, from Holland. Oh, thank you. Thank you for joining. Dan, thank you. So that's it. Then somebody, the person now said, she clearly wants a new update. Okay, the person is saying maybe she needs an Apple wristwatch. That's why she's saying that it was the attacker collected it. But a lot of people have shown picture of the way she was dressed before she was coming down from that stairs, where she now said, "You scared me." That she wasn't wearing any Apple wristwatch. How come now she said they collected the Apple wristwatch during the attack? Then, number 2, this person said she claims that the acid was poured down her back. Yet, in this morning video, no mention of her back injuries at all. Because somebody that was, and even a lot of people were like, was it a coincidence something poured on your face and you were looking for how to neutralize it, and dear and behold, somebody was by your side that already had a Coca-Cola. Just, this thing is an incident. Nobody plans it. Something just happened. And you were looking for something to neutralize it, right? And the next thing is that, who got something so that I can use it to neutralize my face? And behold, and she did mention, does anybody have Coke? And behold, somebody was standing with Coca-Cola, which she used to wash her face. Was it a coincidence? How come somebody was there holding Coca-Cola? These are some of the things that people are looking at. In a real life experience, there's no way you will just be looking for something, and dear and behold, somebody is standing with Coca-Cola. They might say, okay, somebody should quickly go and buy Coke, but not that somebody will just be there already holding Coca-Cola and give to you to wash your face. These are the reasons why a lot of people are not believing the whole story. These are the reasons. But what will even make people to doubt your stories? What will make somebody to doubt what happened to you? Your attitude. If something truly happened to you, you will not be dancing and be clapping and be screaming the way. Somebody said, oh, that's a way for her to forget about it. Have you seen people that have been traumatized before? And the next minute, they are celebrating? No. No. Okay. I was asking, I said, how come somebody was just by the side with Coca-Cola? And she kept emphasizing that this thing was an acid. But they have already said it, that no. No. No, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. Somebody was telling me that it's boring. So I said, if it's boring, you can just move to the next, to the next YouTuber. You don't have to be here to listen to my boring story. I'm not angry. Thank you for that. Thank you. I was surprised because in a real-time experience, there's no way somebody would just be standing there with Coca-Cola. Immediately, Okay, thank you. No, somebody wrote that it was boring. So that's why I said if it's boring, you can equally just move to the next, the next person. You don't need to be here. Guys, you can also drop your own thought, what you feel. If you disagree with me, is a kind of interaction. So you can also drop your own thought. If you feel that what I'm saying is no, that is not true, because everybody sees things in a different way. The way you might see it and understand it might not be the same way I see it. But remember, all the things I'm telling you is based on evidence. In her past videos, you will get the answers to all these things that people are doubting. Where do you live? Okay, I live in New Zealand. I live in New Zealand, close to Australia. So please, it's kind of an interaction session. You can drop your thoughts. You can tell us how you feel. If you feel that, no, what I'm saying is not true, this is how I see it, you can drop your thoughts. We are here to learn and to relearn. We are here to learn. I can read your comment and I can pick one or two points, and I can say, I can reason in your direction. I can say, oh, that's true. Okay. You mustn't agree with what I'm saying. But remember, all the things I've listed, it's based on the past videos that she already played out, but she has forgotten. Then she's now bringing up something different. And people are going back to the past videos to say, no, you said this before. Why are you now saying this? You said this before. Why are you now saying this? This is why a lot of people are doubting, did this thing really happen? If this thing actually happened, she was celebrating that, oh God, I think I'll have to go back to the UK because you guys are showing me so much love. 10,000 stars, this and that. She's getting a lot of gifts. She said, I've gotten that fame. She said that. Is it something to be celebrated? Something that almost cost your life, like you said. But now you are turning it into, making mockery of the whole thing. That you think you go back to UK because the love is massive. People are just gifting you. So are you now saying the gift is more precious than your dear life? Let me read some comments. That's a beautiful place you are. Thank you. First, she said the attacker was wearing a mask. Oh, did she say that? Oh, I think she said a hoodie. I heard hoodie. And then, okay. Now she said it was who attacked her. I think she knows the identity of her attacker. UK police must ask for. In fact, at a point, some people were even saying maybe they should do a lie detector. Maybe they should put a lie detector on her. Then they can see if she's telling the truth. She'll shock, or she's telling lies. It will shock her. Then there's a lot of way they can know if what she's actually saying is the truth. A lie detector will do it. Just put it. So you see, this is why, it was staged. You see? Why did you, Evelyn 270, why did you believe it was staged? What did you see? Why are you not convinced? Why? What will make you think that this thing was staged? Even when the person has come out to say, oh, look at what happened to me. But people are still doubting. Why do you think people are doubting? Like you rightly wrote down there, I think it was staged. What what made you think that it was staged? I'm very sure you have your own reasons why you said this thing was staged. You know, that's to show that you are not really convinced. Send some love. You know, that's to show you that something is, you are not too convinced. That is why you are able to say it was staged. And this is the same feeling a lot of people are having. Because somebody, my dear, if something like the way she kept emphasizing that this thing was an acid, look her face. No matter how that acid was, guys, it was still, she was only showing us something around here. She said, look at just a point, just there. Something that you said they pour on your face. But now, you are now showing us just this. My dear. Not even like, oh, see, look at this place. Look, they said it was mild. Okay. And then that mild only just caused just a point there. And this is somebody that said she was struggling. You guys watched that video. You heard how she was struggling with the person. And she was able to grab the knife from the person. And you know, in real life situation, when you are struggling with somebody, and at the end of the day, she just did this. She said, look, just that. When you are struggling with somebody, guys, I don't want to bring any sharp object. You're struggling with somebody, something like this. You're struggling with somebody like that. You know, you're struggling. Look at it. This is how the camera was showing you. And at the end of the day, it was just a tiny, just something you are even opening your hand to do like this. If you are struggling with somebody like this, you don't even know where, you know, how it will pierce. You don't even know which direction it will touch you. But at the end of the day, her face was okay. The injury, she just showed us like this. My dear. Now, somebody said, in her video from yesterday, no claim of the damage to any of the phones. And she continued using with no problems at all. And yet, in this morning video, she now claimed that the phones were now damaged. But when the real incident happened, she did not say all these things. But now she's coming out. These are afterthought, like I said. She's now coming to say, oh, my Apple wristwatch was taken away. My phone was damaged. But I'm sure when when they were taking her statement, she did not mention all these things. Even her back, that she's saying that they were spraying something on her back. She didn't say all those things. It was later. She was saying them. That's why a lot of people are doubting and saying maybe this thing is just stage. Oh, sorry. Then another point 4, somebody said no mention of her nose ring being ripped from her nose. And yet, now she's claimed her nose ring was ripped from her nose. And she wouldn't be wearing any nose ring for a hot minute. Look at that scenario again. You are struggling with somebody. If she was wearing one, that person would have just pulled it like this, and that would have maybe injured her. So maybe she was, on that particular video, I don't want to go back to that video. I can't remember whether she was wearing that her nose ring she normally put, because you know the chain from here to her ear, the person would have just put their hand and just pull it. And when you do that, definitely maybe it will just cut her nose. But thank God, maybe she was not wearing it that day. You see? And then there was no blood. Like I said, there was no blood. And yet, this morning video, she now claiming there was blood everywhere. Nobody saw blood anywhere, guys. Nobody saw anything there. Then number 6, the person said she made sure to mention a few times that TMZ and other major news outlets were covering her story. You know, she has already been saying it that at least she's trending. Remember, she one time in Nigeria slapped a police officer, and she came to say it was the police officer that slapped her. But after thorough investigation, they discovered that she was the cause of the problem. That the police officer didn't even touch her. An eyewitness said he was there and saw the whole thing, that she was the cause. She was trying to build traffic when they were trying to correct her, but she refused. Instead, she was the one that slapped the policeman. You see? And she came out the other day and said, "Have not done anything. I'm not chasing cloud. I understand celebrities do things like this, but I've never done things like this." But it's on record that in so year, you slap a police officer. Once it's documented, it's documented. Once newspapers, journalists, they have carried the news, it will be there. You cannot change it. And she's excited that she's trending, because to now it's to her favor. She's getting a lot of gift. She's happy. She has gotten millions of views. Go watch her. Somebody that something like that happened to, go and watch how she's dancing and celebrating. And even making mockery of UK, that, "Oh, I'm coming back to UK. I am coming back because the way you people are showing me love is too much. I'll come back so that if this thing happen again, I think I'll get more gifts." This is not how somebody that something happened to will be talking. If something happened to you, you will not be, you will not, in fact, at least for a few, even if it's for a whole day, you will be so traumatized that you can't even come out. But the next minute, she was there. Let me tell you a story of, this is not a case of acid. This is not a case of where somebody is traumatized. I'll use myself as an example, guys. Before I came to New Zealand, let me tell you a story of myself. Before I came to New Zealand, my husband came first. So he came here to study, to do his doctorate degree. So I was back in Nigeria with my kids. Then we lived close to the university. So I had a shop, like they call it a dairy shop, just a dairy shop, or not a supermarket, but just a dairy shop. You know, I have a store, a shop, a grocery shop. And you know what? I was by myself. with my kids. My husband was already here in New Zealand. And because I live close to the school environment and my shop was close to the school, we discovered that it's not like here 5 o'clock shops are closed, 6 o'clock shops are closed. In Nigeria, people stay in their shops up to late in the night. And because my shop was close to the university or the polytechnic, I'll say, we normally close that shop very late because students will need to go for their prep. And by the time they are coming back around 11 in the night, after 10 o'clock, they will be hungry. And this is the time they are buying tea, they are buying Indomie, noodles, they are buying something fast food so that they will go and eat bread, egg. So at this time, this is the time that you can, people rush, we call it like rush hour. Students will be coming in to buy eggs, bread, milk, noodles, because they have finished studying, they are going to sleep, they are hungry. So we normally stay late at night. So now, this particular person already must have studied me very well and know that I'm alone, that my husband is not with me. Did you get that? So one particular night, I closed from the shop, pack everything, including the sales, and my kids will be going to school tomorrow morning. So I got some provisions like tea, Milo, things like that. I put it in my bag. My purse, my wallet, my ID card, everything was in my handbag. I locked the shop. I put my bag at the back seat and I started driving back home. It was late in the night. Okay, when I got to my house, as I was driving, I saw a man standing ahead. I will never forget this experience, guys. That's why I'm sharing it with you. This man was standing. So when I was driving closer to my house, the light, the light flashed and I saw a man standing. But that area where we live, there was never any incident of any attack or any crime. So I never thought of anything that this particular man was waiting for me. It was a very bad experience, guys. So I came, we got a gate in the house, this rolling gate. You just push like that. So, do you know what? And my car then was not this, this click, press button one. So the key, you have to lock. You have to lock it. It's not now that we'll just come out from the car. Pip, 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 pip. We just lock the car. So I have to lock the car. But because I was going into my house, I just came out from the car. I left the light on and I also left the car on because I wasn't expecting anybody. I didn't lock the car. So I left the engine on, left the light on. I parked the car in front of the driveway so that I'll go and push the gate and drive in. My dear people, the moment I came out from the car and was rolling the gate, Guys, I just said, somebody just came into the car. I don't just open my car, grab everything that was inside the car, both the provision, milk, my handbag. This thing happened like in minutes. The person just opened my car because the car was not locked, remember? I was trying to open the gate so that I'll now go back into the car and drive in. So this person just opened my car, grabbed my handbag, grabbed all the provision I brought for my kids, and ran away. Because I was trying to open the gate, and the moment I turned, I saw somebody in my car grabbing everything in my car. I said, Jesus, we Africans, we like Jesus, we pray a lot. The next thing, like KO was speaking in tongue, I was also saying, Jesus, I just ran into my house. I ran. I left the car outside. And behold, I was the only one with the kids. I was so traumatized. I was so scared. I ran inside. I locked the door. So I was inside. I was so scared. I quickly, Nigeria is not like here where you can just call police and they'll start coming or any emergency. It's not like that. I was so traumatized. I was so scared. So I didn't even think of let me block my card, because my bank card, everything, the money I sold for that day, everything, the man has gone with it. So what I quickly did, I just called my husband's number. Imagine I'm in Nigeria. I was calling my husband that was in New Zealand. I was telling my husband, darling, I've just been robbed. I've just been robbed at home. So what my husband did immediately, my husband was in New Zealand. I was in Nigeria then. My husband quickly called the bank, Access Bank, and blocked my card, because so that at least no matter what, when the person goes with that card, he can't use it because it has been blocked. So my husband told me, don't worry, I've already called Access Bank then. It was Access Bank. I've already blocked your card. Don't worry. I couldn't sleep that night. I was so frightened. I was so scared. It was our own home. So it's not like it was fence. I was so scared. I couldn't sleep. So my husband kept talking to me all the way from here to Nigeria. I was on the phone. I was so scared. So after like 2 hours, my kids, they were still young then. I think the eldest was like 10, 11 then. So we quickly opened the door slowly. Then I said, I cannot leave this car outside. I have to bring it in. So I tried to call my neighbors. I told them what happened to me. So they came around, and then I quickly drove my car inside and I locked the gate. I tell you, throughout that night, I couldn't sleep. I was not myself. I was so worried. I said, now people know that I'm living alone with my kids. I have to be careful. They know there's no man in the house, so they can come in anytime and harm me. So at this point, and then with the crisis in Nigeria at that point, this Boko Haram, bomb blasting, burning churches, because we live in the northern part of Nigeria then. A lot of things were happening. My husband was here. He couldn't concentrate with his studies because the family in Nigeria were not even safe. So my husband couldn't concentrate. He's always worried about us. He said, there's no way I can continue with this PhD when my family are being attacked, are being scared. Then he had to bring us here. That was how we left Nigeria and joined him while he was studying. And up till today, it's 11 years now since that incident. It's been 11 good years. But it's still like, I'm still seeing the whole picture. I'm still seeing everything. I still remember everything that happened. I'm still like, I can't imagine it. That is a real scenario. That is when something really happened. You'll be traumatized. Not something happening to you. Imagine, have you ever seen real acid before? Somebody pouring acid on your face. And you are still putting it on, you are still doing life. You can still see and you are still putting it on life. Ah, my dear, let's pray that something terrible doesn't happen to us. Because if it happens, it's not what we are seeing now that you'll be seeing. I'm telling you, it was a very sad experience. At this point, I knew that I cannot live by myself anymore. I needed a man figure in my life because they knew I was living alone with my kids, and at any time, somebody can attack me. So my husband had to prepare our visa and we started coming to New Zealand. So this is my own personal story. And I know people have different stories to tell. You know, this is when real scenario happens in your life. You'll be so scared. Okay, look at it. With this thing that happened now, do you think it is safe for her with the children? Especially she telling everybody where she is, what she's doing. Do you think it is safe for those two little girls? Do you think it's safe? In one of the videos I watched, she said, I think I'm now getting famous now. I think I need a bodyguard. Truly, you need a bodyguard now. You need a team. You can't be walking just alone. We learn with things that happen around us. The safety of those children is very important. Because if they can do it to her alone, what makes you think that they will not do it when she's with her children? Because she tells everybody what she's doing, where she is. Look at one of those videos where when she was going to that A and B. She was putting the GPS on and she was on her life. Everybody was listening to when the GPS was saying, turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right. In 300 meters, you will get to your destination. Turn left, yes, right. Now you are in your destination. Go and watch the video. So when you put too much outside, when you tell people too much about yourself, then they have you in their palm. They can easily find you because you have already put yourself out there. You have already told people about yourself. Whatever you are doing, you are telling them, I'm here, I'm there, I'm here. I tell you everything, my Koreans. I tell you everything, my lovers. But remember, it's not everybody that you think is your lover that is actually your lover. You must always have one Judas. No matter how they love you, there must be one Judas that will say, I love you, but there's one thing you do that I don't like. So what am I trying to say? Thank you. We need to be careful. We shouldn't put out too much information out there, because it's like you are digging your own grave. You are telling people so much about yourself. Why are you doing this? For the love of stars, for the love of super chats. And then you are putting your life as a sacrificial whatever. Guys, this is not fair. We need to have some kind of reserve. I remember one of the interviews when she traveled, the last journey she did to Nigeria, where she was saying that she can marry any sex. She said, the very first time I put myself out there to become a celebrity, I knew there's nothing private about me anymore, that my life was in public. But do you know that even people that put their life out there, they still hold on to one or two things? They still hold on to one or two things. They don't put everything out there. Even when you put every information out there, remember to have somebody like a bodyguard. Remember to have somebody like a management team, so that wherever you are going, when we see things, we analyze it, we talk about it, we also provide solution. We are not just gonna, we are not criticizing. We are just telling the real talk. We are telling it as it is. And we also offer solutions. What have I said now? I said, this thing that happened, she got children, 2 girls. If they can do this to her, what do you think? Why do you think they cannot come when she's with the girls? That is why she needs to take precaution. That is why she have to look at it, that safety comes first. Vanity upon vanity, guys. You can have all the money in the world, but when you are not happy, that is it. Honestly. You try to say something, they'll tell you, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. But they are still there bashing other people. And when they are bashing other people, you dare not say anything. But the moment you want to say your mind, they say, be quiet. Enter house. That's their word. Go, enter house. That's double standard. What is good for the goose is also good for the gander, like I used to say. Now, JD has come out to say, look, enough of this lies and harassment. I am ready to tell my own side of the story. He has been making a little post on Facebook. And the last post he did, he said he is ready to tell his side of the story. Enough of these lies and harassment. And a lot of people are telling him, be quiet. Be quiet. So why should he be quiet? Why do you think he has no right to express himself? Why do you think it's only the woman that has the right to say whatever she want to say? But when the man wants to say his own side of the story, people tell him, enter house. Enter house. Be quiet. Why are you talking? This guy is tired of all those lies and harassment. His mental health is being affected. Anytime he tries to say a word, people say, shh, shh, be quiet, be quiet. But the woman has the right to say everything. It's unfair, guys. It's unfair. And this is what I call double standard. What is good for this person is also good for the other person. And that is why people like us have decided to stand for the truth. Whatever I see, I say it as it is. So long as I know I am not defaming anybody's character, I am saying it the way it is based on the evidences I have seen. That tomorrow, when somebody say, why did you say this? I can provide the video where I'm backing it up. Then I don't have to worry. Because it's the truth. And truth is always very hurtful. People don't like it. That's why they say, be quiet, be quiet. And for how long will this continue? They say, yeah, it's been 2 years now. People are still talking about this stuff. Is KO the only person that got married to a white man? But they never stop talking about the white man. They are always criticizing him. No matter what he says, they will always find fault with it. But you want this matter to end, but you are not ending it. Why not advise your people? Okay, my people, stop talking about this man. Allow him to be. He is the father of my kids. Let's be nice to each other. I think that's the best way to go. But instead, you'll be sending your people to go and attack people. And you will be saying, I've never done anything to anybody. I've never done anything to anybody. How is that going to be possible? How is it going to work? There's this particular lady, this particular okay, have I finished with this guy's points? Then another point, okay, point 8. In this morning video, she claimed she might, okay, look at another point again. Point 8, because I told you this person wrote about 10 points why he disagreed that this thing was all staged. Or why he says that it was all staged. Then he said, in this morning video, she claimed she minds her own business. That's what I wanted to start saying. She said, I don't do anything to anybody. I mind my own business. All I do is dance my dance. I love you guys. I dance my dance. But she's instigating, even this, was it you people's morning? Because me, I'm evening now. She was telling her people, she said, you guys need to go and report people. She said it on her video. You are instigating things. You are telling your people what to do. And you are busy saying you don't do anything. That you don't know why people don't like you. That you just dance your dance. Now let's listen to what this guy wrote. She said, in this morning video, she claims she minds her own business. Never says anything negative. Name calling or calling out anyone. But that's not true. She does all those things. They say she minds her business. She sent people to go and do these things. She'll be telling them, we cannot be sitting down and be seeing them do this thing to us. They are taking food out of my mouth. We have to do the needful. And the next minute, she says she have never done anything to anybody. Then, she never mentioned, nor did we hear that in her video ever, that the attacker ever said that someone sent her. During that incident where she was struggling with the lady, we never heard any place where the lady said, somebody sent me. We didn't hear it. But she said, the lady said, somebody sent me. And she now concluded by saying one of her Koreans did that to her. I'll soon be rounding up, guys. I'm almost finished. So the person said, this is just a few. I am sure I can find a few more too, as I know that the police and others will also make the same observations along with more. This definitely was a stage attack, all to promote her music video and cloud chasing for more money. And she is definitely ranking in massive amount of money, and this is it. She's so happy and pleased. You know, this is not fair. And her sister will come and be saying, oh, you care about your sister, you care about yourself, but you don't look at what your sister or even you are doing to other people. A lady was saying, this. I wanted to even make a video on it. And a lady was saying, let me see.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
I just tell you what will happen to you any moment from now.
A lot of people are angry.
And I don't come on you. I just can't tell you what will happen to you for any moment from now.
So this lady is referring to the sister.
And I still give you two options. Yes. Advise your newfound friend. Yes, advise your newfound friend to stop bullying others. We are against bullying. Let's stand by it. Not before only your body.
Not just for you.
Not before only your family. Who your family help.
Okay.
If you want to be against this thing, let's do it real nice and good. Let's do it real nice.
If you want to be against bullying, you have to do it for everyone.
Don't be self-centered.
Oh, don't be self-centered.
What you know is not good for you, stand against it for
other people too.
So God did the answer person. Now, so God did the stand by person. That's how you know good people.
Oh.
All these people when they fight freedom, all these freedom fighter. That's why they say all those Nelly Black, they know what to be freedom fighter. Nelson Mandela, do you think everything that Nelson Mandela has gone through was it because of him alone? They wasn't doing it for just him.
No.
People that is fighting for people. That's why I like people that is doing. That's not just doing something for them alone, but for other people. I like them so much. You see self-centered people like you, I despise them. All these freedom fighters, with that way they were doing it, they don't say this thing not good, it's not good for them. They will stand for others as well. That's how you know good people. Not just for them. They will stand, they will take anything for others. But now, not be like that, oh. No. If they like they kill the other people, not consign you, oh. If they like they use bullies, scatter the other person's family. So far you eat, you feed pepper soup and yam. It's not your business. But now they you guys should stop now. You guys, it's not funny. Stop doing this to my family.
Yeah.
Stop doing it. And they eat pepper soup and yam with pepper when they talk to another person. Get inside. Not go funny with you. Nonsense. It's not go funny. If you want to condemn something, you condemn it in all round. You condemn it for you, condemn it for here. Condemn it and condemn it here.
What is good for the goose is also good for the ganger.
Now, Monekia not good. Monekia good. Hey, this one will be saga. This one will be saga. Okay? What is bad is bad. May you think we are human beings. You be my sister. We are our sister. We are our brothers. We dey look for each other. We dey look each other back. The people that came out and stand for your own sister, were they related?
No.
Not because they feel and say, this thing is bad, what they are doing to this girl is bad. They stand up for it, they speak against it. They don't care the insult when the insult when I receive. You know the page. They report my page, insult me because I said, and I did not care. Because I know what they are doing to sister is bad. I didn't even look at the insult they were giving to me. I didn't care. What did they not do me? Because I said I won't stand against what they are doing to your family, they are doing to Cora. What they did not do to me? Burn my page. I use my page, they report my page. Not be saying that your sister helped me grow my page. Yes, no, she's not the one. But I use it because say I still get mama for her. I can still use my platform to stand for her. Yes. And I know that they were going to come for me. I didn't care. All what I care about, they should leave her alone. The bullying is too much. When they insult me now, no problem. I take everything. I don't say she not say me. You two not say me.
So what she's trying to say that, like I keep saying, what is good for the goose is also good for the goose, right? So when you are saying that they should stop all those things, but you are still instigating your people to go and continue to bully others. So she's saying that she stood up for her sister, KO. Even when people were saying all sorts of things, she stood up for her. But she has discovered that they are all about like their family alone. They don't care what happens to other people. That is not right. If you have to stand up for something, then you have to stand up on both sides. You cannot just be saying, oh, what has my family done to you? What has my family... But you know what you are doing to other people. You know it. You know what you are doing to people. Sending your people to attack people. And then you are coming out to say, I've never done anything to anybody. You see this life? It's not balanced. You cannot take the love people have for you for granted. Because you feel people love you, people are supporting you because of the way your husband left you when you just gave birth 10 days. Is it postpartum, she always say, or whatever. And people, because of that, they show you all the love. Then you are taking advantages of them. You cannot be instigating things, telling people to go and do this to people, but you are coming out to say, I've never done anything to anybody. I've never done anything to anybody. And this is a lie. Most of the time you see people post it. They post her name, how she reports her, their pages and demonetizes their pages. You will see her name there. KoraObidi@gmail.com. They will say contact her. Even when you contact her, she doesn't even reply you. And you are saying you have never done anything to other people. You take food from people's table, but you say you want to eat your own. It doesn't work like that. That is why I say you don't know where all these things is coming from. Anyway, guys, we've been 1 hour here. So I think that's enough so that we don't overstay our welcome. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody. I think I've read everybody comments here. Thank you for your support, guys. She's making circles of everything. Absolutely. Oh, Jenny Lee from Australia. I remember. From Australia. It should be like it should be 8 o'clock in the night now. Right? Good to see you again. Oh, light dictator wouldn't work. She lies all the time. Better to do it through. Jenny Lee, that's didn't read your comment. So, guys, you see, he said you made my night. He said a lie detector will not work. So you see, a lot of people sees all these things. See, as I'm talking to you now, the ex-husband said he's ready to spill it out. He said he's ready to tell his truth. He's ready to tell his own story. That enough of all these lies and harassment. Harassment. If somebody that have lived with you for 5 years before the separation can boldly come out on social media to say, I'm gonna tell my truth. And when he say he wants to tell his truth, I was just reading one of his that particular post he wrote on FB, and under one comment, about 400 and something comment under it, everybody was saying, stop, go, be quiet. Why are you pushing him in? Why are you telling him to be quiet? Doesn't he have right to express himself? Is it only the woman that has the right to come and tell us that this happened, and we'll be clapping for her all the time? And when the man wants to say something, everybody is saying, go away, be quiet. That is not good. Let's hear from both sides. It's been 2 years now they've been dragging this thing. Okay, now if the man is ready to tell his truth or to tell his own side of the story, let's listen to him too. And then we'll be able to compare who is the problem or who was the problem. But each time he wants to say anything, they keep saying, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. That's not nice. Abdurrahman, how you doing? Khadija Abdurrahman, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Jenny Lee, thank you. Thank you for joining too. Anyone that's been attacked does not act. Exactly. That's what people are saying, Jenny Lee. That's what people are saying. The way she's behaving, it doesn't even show anything. It doesn't show any sign like somebody that was traumatized. It's not showing anything. She's just so excited about it. And this is why a lot of people are saying, are you sure this thing is real? Because people that have really faced this kind of thing, they know how it is. But I just pray that at the end of it all, the UK police will be able to come and, like, it will definitely be on the news. They'll definitely come to tell us, blah, 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 blah. This is the outcome. We are all here. We will get to listen. If we are the ones that are lying, they will detect it. If we are the ones that are not seeing what they are seeing, they will detect it. I'm sure a lot of people must have sent in a lot of things that they know about this incident, because I was going through Facebook. I saw people writing that there's a link where the UK police say, if you know anything, that you can write and send to them. I haven't seen the link yet, but that is what is in circulation. I don't know if any of you have heard it, but that's what people are saying, that there's a link they have dropped with this a number that you can send your message, and any evidence, anything you have, you know, about this whole thing, anything that is not adding up, any point, send it. They will be able to put everything together and come up with something, you know. So we just pray that is not staged, because for you to waste, you know, people pay a lot of money for their taxes. People do a lot of stuff. The time they are supposed to use and go and treat the people that actually have cases, then they'll come and be treating somebody that fake it just because you want to make 10 million views. It's not fair. But anyway, let's leave it at that, and keep our fingers crossed and see, maybe shortly the UK police gonna release more updates or information for us. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much. I hope it was not boring. I hope you guys enjoyed the 1 hour, 24 minutes that we spent here. Thank you guys, and I'll see you again in my next one. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys.